Hello, Reagan here. So back again. Woohoo! um, I feel like I've been working on this kit forever. I kind of have been working on this kit for quite a while. It's been well over a month. So getting to the home stretch, I was trying to cut it down a little bit, but even with speeding it up like 250%, it still ended up being like this video is a little longer than I had planned. It's about an hour. So that means there's going to be a minimum of one more video. I'm going to try to finish it up in the next video, though. Actually, I will be finishing up in the next video. So, yeah. Toward the end, I always kind of get a little sloppy. I had to like stop myself a couple times from like, I did make a couple of mistakes, but I did note those things, and I'll go over them when I get to those points. But this is the grass that goes on the roof. And then if you notice, here's the lighting. That's that wire that comes up and comes out the top there. And then it'll like lace back down so that it can go out and get connected to everything else. And I was like freaking out saying I was like short a bulb and all this stuff, but actually there's enough. It works out. So I don't know if it's an issue with the instructions, if I misunderstood something or what, but I was like panicking, thinking that it wasn't right. It's right. It's perfectly fine. It's like it's supposed to be. These are little. These turn into little flower gardens, and you like put all the stuff there and do that thing. Um, as I wrestle with this, because you had to like stick the sticker on the back to trace it out, and I just like glued it or stuck it like a sticker. I don't remember. I think it was just. I don't remember. All I know is I had a heck of a time getting it off of there. So keep that in mind. Maybe just some weak tape, like double-sided tape or something, or just hold it up to it or something. I don't know. It's got to be an easier way. But once I managed to wrestle that, everything else came together pretty well. So after this, I'm not sure what I'm working on next. I don't have another kit purchased at the moment to work on. That might change. If you have any suggestions of any kits that you would like to see put together, or just suggestions in general, I know that I'm like the worst. I try really hard to like follow the book and share as I go along, but sometimes I get a little ahead of myself or get sidetracked. So and then just getting something uploaded sometimes is like the big win for me. So it's not like professional and put together really well, and I realize that. So I guess my point is, watch at your own risk, and keep in mind that it's you know gonna be a little rough around the edges. But I am here and available to have a conversation and help you out. So yeah, I'm always here to answer questions. If there's something that you want to know, something that would be that you need further explained or doesn't quite make sense to you, because I know these kids, some of them are kind of goofy. The instructions are all over the place. So I'm definitely willing to try to help you work that out if you need a hand, or if you just have any general crafting questions. I do a little bit of everything. 3D printing, I have a Cricut. I do, a lot of scrap building of all kinds in miniature and in full scale. And I have more years experience than I ever want to admit. I've been doing these things for a really long time. So, which means I should be way better at it than I am. But like I said, it's my hobby and this is how I relax. And sometimes relaxing is um, panicking and screaming and putting things together wrong and then having to take them apart and redo it. Sometimes that is relaxing for me. So don't judge. or at least judge quietly. It's all good. Anyway, but yeah, this kit though, I can honestly say like this one's taken the longest of any kit for me, just because with everything going on in the holidays and stuff, and then just situationally, I haven't had the kind of time to dedicate. In the middle of getting this kit, I got a new couch. I had to remove all of my workshop stuff from the living room. I didn't have to. I chose um, to have like just a living room again and be able to like hang out and watch movies and stuff, which I haven't really been able to do. With the family, we kind of spend most of our time off in our own corners and just trying to get the living room a little bit more cozy again, with winter coming in and everything. And I got a new bed, so I had to tear apart my bedroom to make room for the new bed. And yeah, so just with doing all that stuff, it kind of put me in a position to not have as much time to work on getting this done as I had originally intended. So I had to break it up over some time. And I can't complain though. It helped because like I said, sometimes I tend to get to a certain point and I'm like frustrated and tired and don't want to work on it anymore. So then I catch myself like rushing through things and not putting my best foot forward, I guess. So um, in order to have a chance to take my time and actually go over the instructions really well and do it the way that it says to, it does help to take breaks in between. It doesn't mean I don't still, miff things up a little bit here and there and purposely do things not like the book says. Just because, whatever, it's for me. But I do tend to get a better result when I take breaks and don't just sit down and do it all in one go like I've been known to do. And this little piece I'm gluing down right here, I'm going to have to glue it down again like 3 more times because it keeps popping back up. I keep thinking, oh, if the tackier the glue, the better it'll stay. And it should have been, but it didn't. He said, blink, and pop back up. So I fixed it eventually. Just took some time. So now I'm taking a brush and just getting all of the, like pushing all of it into the glue and then getting all of the loose stuff that wasn't glued. And the brush helps because it's a light enough touch that it doesn't pull it right out of the still damp glue. Because of course I did not wait for this to dry to start this part. But yeah. And then this is just a little cut up pieces of plastic leaves. And I don't know, I think I might have mentioned her in my last video, but I just once again want to give a shout out to Hey Shady Lady over on Twitch. She's been doing some co-working streams, like Pomodoro style, using Super Sweetbot. And I have Super Sweetbot, like I signed up for their Patreon, whatever, and I use it in an empty Discord server so that I can just like spam the heck out of the bot and not have to like subject other people to that. And dominate chat with all of my squirreliness because like yeah. Anyway, but it's really nice to go and like watch her streams and be able to have that like sense of like community of other people also working on tasks and getting things done, and it helps me be productive. So this kit has a lot of plants. I think that's one of my favorite parts about building these kits is seeing the different ways that you make plants for them. They're all unique. This one's kind of my favorite, and it took me a couple tries. Like my first ones are kind of wonky on this. I was doing it wrong, but not really wrong. I was doing it like backward. So you twist it at an angle, and so it makes like a little tendril. And then you kind of like loosen that up a little bit, and then you twist it around again, and it just makes these cute little loops. Mine were a little tight, I tend to be heavy-handed with everything. It's just me. uh, but if you loosen them up a little bit and don't do it so severe, they turn out really cute and really nice. And the direction that you do it in also helps, but it's kind of a trial and error um, thing. I don't know how to describe it. You just like if you do it and then one way you do it, it turns out really cute, and the other way it turns out, not bad. But it just took me a while to kind of get into the rhythm of it, and then about the time that I got into the rhythm of it, I was done. So yeah. So I'm thinking about like given how things are going with my schedule, I might be able to get to a point to be able to live stream again soon. I don't know how soon, but my plan is to do that, but I'm not sure where. I don't know if I would be better off to stream here on YouTube or do it over on Twitch. If I do it over on Twitch, I have my affiliate over there, so like I can kind of like monetize things or whatever a little bit. I also have Patreon, but I don't have that many patrons on Patreon. If you get a chance, you can click on the link down below and come over and follow me for free on Patreon. I do have a free members section, and since I don't have a lot over there, there's not really a lot behind a paywall. So most of my posts over there are currently public. And just because, well, there's not really a lot over there yet. So when I start actually like making more patterns and things like that, like some of that stuff will still be free, but some of it will be behind a paywall. So just, you know, if you get a chance to check it out. But yeah, I don't know if that would be, I've never streamed on there. I've streamed on Discord before, but I don't really interact with a lot of people on Discord anymore. So I don't know if that's really the place. I think as far as like followers go, it's kind of split between people on here on YouTube and on Twitch. And I don't do like Instagram or Facebook live stuff. I don't. But yeah, I don't know what's a preferred platform. I'll probably just do it here just because this is somewhere that I kind of feel comfortable at. And then maybe Twitch. I don't know. We'll see. I used to stream a lot on Twitch and enjoyed it, but my last run on Twitch, I kind of had a little bit of a struggle. I'm just a magnet for a certain type of people in my chat. It always starts off okay, and then just things go south, and then it just sucks, and I end up having to step away from it and not get... just because the frustration of dealing with people. I don't know. Everything's bots or people that are just... want to be edgy. I don't know. And the smaller numbers like really bring out the worst people sometimes. I don't know. It really sucks. So I don't know. And I like having a small, like that more cozy, intimate setting of just a few people, so that I can actually have conversations with people that are watching and stuff. And I mean, it's kind of nice. Until somebody comes in and ruins it. Anyway, I'm not here to complain. I apologize. But it happens. See, these are so cute. This is so smart. I love this. Look at that. And yeah, so I wasn't feeling this one though. Like, it's really cute, but I don't know. It felt like it needed maybe something else. I don't know. I followed the instructions. And I was picking the little styrofoam balls off of this to stick on there to look like little flowers. It's very tedious. I like it. I like the little tedium. And how the simplest little thing can give such a satisfying finished product, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna shut my trap for a few minutes here and let you enjoy the rest of the little adorable little flower making. All right, and onto the desk that goes on the very top shelf, the very top level, I guess I should say. This is really cute. I like how the leather, nope, it's not leather. The wood that goes on the top of the desk has like laser cuts in it to make it look like old and worn, like it's been out in the weather. It's very cute. And it's got a little drawer that's like open. So. And you can like see the little stuff that's up in it. I think the furniture is like, it's a lot of fun. I like okay, so when it comes to building these kits, like I like every aspect of it. I like building the actual structure itself, the little furniture that comes with it, because some of it's like so cute. And I'm like, I wish I had this in big size, you know? And the plants are always adorable. The plants are great because it's like, you know, there's like more flow because it's like natural, like looking, you're not looking for absolute perfection because well, it's a plant, you know, so it's just like nature doing its thing, right? Even though it's just you with some paper and scissors and glue. Um, but it's got that flow to it. But then when it comes to the furniture, there's like this exacting standard of this lines up with that and that lines up with this. And when you get done, it's going to look like this. And it's very satisfying for me. There's my brown marker again. Lifesaver. That way I don't have all those little weird light spaces sticking out. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I also like to put together life-size furniture as well. So it's a lot of fun. I recently acquired an electric fireplace. I'm sure I've mentioned this. It's my new best friend. And I assembled it. I'm teaching my youngest son how to assemble furniture. Every time we get like new furniture that needs to be put together, I show him how to do it, let him do the majority of it or whatever. And he really enjoys it because he's got that tinker gene from mom. He likes to see how things work and assemble things and, you know, do all the fun stuff. So, yeah. He's not as much into the miniature stuff yet, though. So, whatever. He's more into like computer programming and stuff like that. So, you know what? I ain't mad. I'm totally okay with that. I used to really be into programming too. I got out of it and all these like new languages and stuff. And, you know, as you get older, and it's like, I mean, keeping up with it was fun for a while, but now it's just like I got just far enough behind for it to be a huge burden to get caught up with everything that's out there now. So, there's plenty of other things I can do and do well. So, I'll just let that one go. Pass that on to the next generation. Thanks, son. And sometimes it's nice to be able to outsource things. So, yeah. These little decorative pieces. Look at that. It's so cute. It comes together so well. Such a fun kit. I always like panic though. I mean, I follow the directions best I can. Some days it's easier than others. I don't know. I have a really hard time sometimes. And some of these directions too, they're very clear and concise. And other times they're like, yeah, just put it together. And you're like, well, if I always panic, I'm like, am I going to do it right? Like, will the drawer go in? Is it going to fit? Is everything going to line up? You know, so I try to always like dry fit everything as much as I possibly can ahead of time to make sure it's all going to line up. and do what it's supposed to do. And, for the most part, that works. And the cool thing is if you mess up, you can just take it apart and do it again. You just remake it. Happy little accidents. And sometimes if you screw it up just right, it looks better than it would have if you did it the right way. Just make it art, Go for it. Yeah, making my own stuff's fun. Kit bashing this stuff is a lot of fun. But, like, proving to myself that I can still follow the instructions for some reason is like, there's this like completionist part of my brain that's so satisfied with, look, I did what it told me to and I got the result, Which is probably weird, I'm sure, but that's how my brain works. Later on, I can like do whatever, or if I have more than one kit, I can do one perfectly and then the second one just like, mess it up. But just knowing that I can do it the right way, like, makes me feel accomplished. I tried really hard too. I was trying to get this completely finished all in one run, the rest of it, but it was just still a lot more involved than I realized it was. This was a pretty detailed kit. There was a lot there, a lot to mess with, Uh-oh. I don't know if my mic's picking it up or not, but there's a corn hockey guy going by. Mhm. All right, so now that we have all the goodies put together that go up there, we're going to get some of them put up there. um, Lots of tacky glue, all the glue. um, I get to put the desk in. Such a cute little desk. I love it. It's almost got as much stuff on it as my real desk does. Almost. I couldn't figure out like what there was something back here that was just impeding progress. I couldn't get it to line up, and then finally it did. I think the plant was just sticking out just a little bit too far. And then my hands were off camera for really a long time getting this stuff done. Look at that little cauldron. Like, how adorable is that? Just so cute. And the plants, they don't hold up. And I'm so like, I wasn't paying attention because they kept falling over. If you glue the railing on first, then you don't have that problem because then they have the railing to kind of lean up against, and it works better than trying to get them to stay up there and still having room for the railing. So if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself to hold everything up, glue the railing on first. It'll make your day a little easier, for sure. So we're coming up toward the end here. And these were the last few little plants and stuff to go up top. It's just, I love these kids. I really do. They've become an obsession, honestly. Yeah. But I really wish I would have put that railing on first. It was so frustrating. Everything was just like flopping all over the place. I was like, come on, just stay put. But then finally, here it comes. I don't know why it didn't like dawn on me to do that, because I was like, there should really be something up here holding these, like as if I didn't know a railing went around it as I was looking at the picture and the instructions. But anyway, I did get them up there. It happened. And I'm very happy with the end result. Back up there again. Get up there. Stay put. Oh, knocked it off. Right, it's talking about being heavy-handed. Yeah, there's an example. There was no reason for me to just like rawr and crush that and knock it off. But I did. See, just not safe. Anyway. And then the front railing, and then there's a little piece of paper that glues across the front there to cover up the raw edge of the wood. So it's pretty decent. Look at that. It's just so cute. I want a place with a terrace like this on the top. It'd be so nice. I don't even care if it's all rubbly. The more worn down, the better. At this point in my life, I would take anything that was mine. I wouldn't care what kind of shape it was in. Renting, it's hard. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching, and please check out the links in the description down below. Like, follow, share, all that stuff, subscribe, whatever you do, if you enjoy my content, of course. If you don't, whatever, I understand. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But that's okay. There's plenty of other people to watch if you don't like what you see here. Anyway, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you next time. And next time will definitely for sure 100% be the final video for this kit. And yeah, I don't even know what to follow this up with. It's been a long process. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, see ya.